Alright, let's do this all over again because apparently I wasn't recording. This, right here, is going to be my pond. This right here is a trench I've sort of dug, kind of do the outline of the pond. As you can tell, I couldn't stand not having something done for a pond, so here we go. It'll take me probably about 3 or 4 years to get it done, but whatever. What you're seeing here was done in about 2 days. Technically a day time-wise, but altogether it took 2 days for me to get it dug out. It's about 2 feet deep, slightly more. This is what's called an intake bay. Water will actually come in through here. There will be gravel up to most of it, all the way almost up to the top. It'll probably stop about here, in this section here. But the water will come in through here, and it's an intake bay. The bottom of this area right here is going to be having egg crates upside down, used to create a void space underneath that will have a reservoir-like action. Because if I fill it up with gravel, that's just going to displace water that I could be using. So having that void allows me to have more actual water inside of the intake bay area. This acts as a filter and a reservoir. Having those milk crates in here creates the void. On top of that will be large cobbles covering them up, and then progressively smaller stone up until about pea gravel up to on top. What that does is it helps to filter out any of the water that's going to be going through. This is a proxy for my pump vault. Pump vault is obviously a little chamber that holds the pump. Helps to protect it from any large debris, stuff like that. So the pump vault will be over here, pump will be inside, and the line will be buried underground. Coming up through here, going up there to where the waterfall will be, which is, up in this area right here. That's where I have the waterfall. So the waterfall, what it's going to do is actually, it's also a filter as well. It's going to have something very similar to this. It's going to have milk crates down there. It's going to have gravel, the whole 9 yards. But in this case, instead of water being drawn through the gravel to the bottom, it's going to actually allow the water to seep up from underneath and spill over and create a waterfall. It's kind of like, this is a filter up here, this is a filter down here. That's considered a bog filter up here. I'm going to plant it in it in the whole 9 yards, which helps to filter out any and all the excess nitrogen, nitrates, or nitrites, any ammonia or anything like that that gets up there. So it's going to be a 13 by 20 pond initially. That's the size pond liner I'm going to get. It probably actually won't be that big, but that's the general idea. So this is the beginning of it that I'm starting to dig, and there you go. I'm going to have stones. There's a buttload of stones here in Oklahoma you can just pick up off the ground. So that's kind of the idea. 13 by 20, and I'm digging it all by hand. That's going to take a while. This right here took, like I said, about technically a day's worth of actual work time, but I did it in 2 days. So I'm hoping the rest of this should be a little bit easier. Once you get past that first layer that you see right there, that dark top layer, that's where a lot of roots are, is in that top layer. Get past that, we get into this extremely dense, sandy soil, but at the same time, it actually chips off pretty easily. So once we get there, it shouldn't be too bad. It's going to be about 3 foot deep at the deepest. A lot shallower in some other areas, but primarily it's going to be about 3 foot deep. I'm going to have fish caves for the fish to be able to hide in case of predators, and for winter because they're going to have to bromate because of it does get cold down here in winter. But that is the plan. That is the plan. So anyway, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next installment. Bye.